which is actually okay. They
Sure.
have the Mage Killer Kimmy. Nothing can go wrong until that point where you make one bad decision. That's the only problem I have with Execration's lineup. They're one bad decision away from losing the game, and it's literally what happened in the previous game.
And who'd have thought it would have come at the price of a cannon taking your core? Ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. It's game 3 between Execration and Onic PH. Each team standing at 1-1.
Your
Do or die for
team
both of
is
them. It could be
picking.
Onic PH's first major loss in Season 4. Let's get into it. Execration once more being on the play. Banning out the Esmeralda
Your
and the
team
Harriet.
is
Onic
picking.
PH banning out the Terizla and the Grok. Execration here with the first pick, Xborg. Tell us your thoughts,
Yeah.
Wolf.
So this is surprising for Onic for Execration. I thought that they would go for the Cho this time, which means that Onic PH will actually take that, and there's no stopping them from getting like Cho, Lunox, and Carry once again. So I
Even
think
picking
that
up Kimmy themselves.
Kimi themselves, I guess. But they aren't that scared. Oh, of course, Kufra is available. Kufra and Cho, of
Kufra.
course. This is much better than I
Your
thought.
team
Chufra.
is picking.
Chufra.
Nice, I like it.
I like
That's do you share our sentiments here? Chufra very strong for Onic.
Yep. Yeah, a very stable first pick here for Onic PH. Again, you have that control for the early game. You have the surprise factor for the Kufra to get that early pick off. It is easier for Onic to execute. And I think with the control, they knew that at least one of the best ways to control the export is to stop him from moving around. And
Yeah, exactly.
and also the bouncing ball will help that a lot. And that will give a lot of
Your
opening for
team
Onic PH
is
to catch up
picking.
the back lines, making it easier for them to burst out this export. Because export with the Firaga armor, he's just way more tanky. But without that, that's an easy pickup for Onic PH.
Execration, this is total zone control. Imagine trying to fight again, trying to siege high ground. Like imagine going up here, and your opponents, they have a machine gun, they have flamethrowers, and maybe the lava in there too.
Yo.
This is what Execration is doing.
This is crazy. They're just basically picking all of the cool things a
banning.
10-year-old would say, I want that.
I want that.
Yeah.
I want guns. I want lava.
I want fire.
I want flamethrowers. That, please.
Basically what Execution is doing. Onic PH here though, for the third pick, picking up the Goshen.
Yeah.
I like it. To add to the mobility, they're so mobile right now. You can zone out all you want, but we're gonna come in.
Yes, I think that Execration, at this point, especially with the 3 picks from Onic PH, they cannot isolate themselves from one
Your
another.
team
They
is
have to move as a
banning.
unit because they can easily be picked apart by Onic PH.
A lot of mobility here for Onic PH here, and also a lot of pick potential. Again, it's quite. I think Onic PH really gave the Kimmy pick to Execration because they knew when it comes to the first 3 picks, that's already one of the best ways or one of the best heroes to catch out this Kimmy. We've talked about this pre-game. You can get the Gushin, you can get the Cho, you also can get the Kufra, which is the first 3 picks of Onic PH.
Wow, Diggy.
Your
Onic
team
PH,
is
they have a lot
picking.
of respect on the Diggy of Execration.
Yep.
I like this a lot.
On Syre. Here we see now the second
that's-
phase of banning.
Nah, I don't think so.
Nah, don't play with the feelings, Onic. As we mentioned, it's the Diggy ban on the side of Onic before they make their pick, and of course, Hayabusa off of
Lolita.
Execration.
Your
Why the
team
Hayabusa
is
ban?
picking.
Yeah, because I think that they want to go for another farmer here, or maybe they don't want the Kimmy to be ulted by
in
the
any sort of
Hayabusa.
danger.
In
Yeah,
any
I guess
sort of-
she's already in danger because of the Cho and the
Akai.
Goshen. But then again, they'll just stop the next
no.
thing,
Yeah.
right?
So this is a
Your
bad
team
decision from
is
Execration.
picking.
They went in double
Double marksman.
marksman, but in a sense, you will play the Mage Killer Kimmy anyway, so it's like a magic Kimmy anyways.
Sure.
But this is 2 marksmen going up against a Lolita that can easily just use the bulwark against both of her artillery.
Yep,
I
yep.
think that's a mistake.
Again, as cool as Execration's lineup is for a 10-year-old, I want flamethrower, I want fire lava, I want bullets, I want guns, I want a panda.
Oh.
As nice as that is, it's a little greedy, I gotta say.
Ah.
Onic PH though, last pick,
Lunox.
going for the Lunox again. I really like that. Now they're making Lunox's stock rise up once more. If they go away with the win here, I think the public's opinion on Lunox might change.
So Onic PH will go back to their roots. I think this is the standard composition that you ever get in a pub match for Onic PH. I think maybe the change up is that they don't have a marksman on their side, but they don't need it. They want to go all in, guns blazing, literally and figuratively, against Execration, and they will not stop. I think the Lolita is a very big game changer.
Oh
here
yeah,
for
really
Onic
good
PH.
counter.
Really good
It
counter.
was telegraphed And basically, it seems like Execration was asking for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, you have Superman, but we have Kryptonite.
Yeah.
It's so perfectly
So
read
perfect.
out. TDZ, what's your thoughts here? Onic PH?
Yeah, I'll go with Onic PH. There's a lot of counter initiation from the draft, from the draft of Onic PH, and one of the best ways for them to breach the back lines. Again, they went for 2 fighters in attack,
Yeah.
but the double marksman, that's way too hungry for the greed. Yeah, it's way too. How would you at least try to divide the resources from the map, right? So I'll go with Onic PH right
Yeah,
here.
I'm gonna go with Onic PH as well. I think that I've summed it perfectly well. Onic PH, they have the answers to all of the issues that will come out from Execration. So it's Onic PH.
All right. Both our casters here say Onic PH. Let's get right into it. It's game 3. Execration versus Onic PH. Do or die for both teams. Will Onic PH finally fall at the hands of the punishers that is Execration? Let's get into it. The land of dawn beckons. Let's introduce our players.
On the side of Execration, we have Chaknu on the Akai, Zapnu playing the Granger, Pakbet on the Kimi, Syre on the Xborg, and Mei on the Thams.
Onic PH on the red side, Zico on this Cobra, it's Dilar. On the show once again, Wise on this Lunox once again as well. Oh my Venus on the Lolitats. And that is the Yakno on the Gushan. Why the hell is May too far forward?
What's going on?
Well,
The
they
cut.
did punish the Gushan up top. They might go for another. Look at this. Bulwark shielding. Might be enough to take a backbet now.
No.
Still be alive.
Well,
That was a big for me.
Yeah. I like it though.
I think they
Zapnu
might be able
though,
to
looking
catch up.
really low. He is gonna drop here, ladies and gentlemen. Down he goes. Wise slaying him. Chaknu just barely getting away.
And they will go for the crab this time. You know, it came to a point where teams are having no business going in some place and they stay there nonetheless. That's when you know that sometimes the nerves are kicking in. I think
The
for
nerves, the fatigue.
the fatigue, I think for both Onic and Execration, having Zapno down the bottom against the Lunox, they're not gonna survive that.
Turtle
in any case.
resurrecting.
Okay,
soon.
but then again, you mentioned that because it's quite contrary to what I was about to say.
Yeah.
Between these two teams, Onic PH and Execration, if you're going to be putting fatigue as part of the formula, I think Execration has the lead.
Oh well,
right?
that's also true. That is,
But as I say, that Chakmu drops.
yeah.
What's
Well,
going on?
That's the power of the Lunox, man. You may nerf his range and his movement speed, but you cannot nerf the damage. One for one trade up top. And it,
That's an even trade right
it's an
there.
even trade for sure. Oh,
But
Zapnu though, Chaos. Oh
spree.
goodness, the damage from Lunox. Like I said, you may nerf the movement speed, you may nerf the range, but not the damage.
It's still going to hurt.
It's still gonna hurt. Oh,
Wow.
we saw that happen even against a tank. My man, Lunox.
I
This
think-
is why we loved her in the first place.
And with this rotations right here from Onic PH, it's just really enabled this Lunox. He's not afraid even going in since he knew that he can just use the Order of Will just to escape.
Yeah. And Wise must be really high off of the last win, right?
Oh.
You win off of a cannon? That must be so hard on your morale.
Oh my goodness. He's so proud of Wise Jr., I guess.
Yep, he's just waiting for it to come out later at about 19 minutes or something. Like, which one? That one.
That one. I dubbed the Wise Jr.
Now go forth and win.
Now go for the win. Up top, they want to go for Oh My Venus, ever so tanky, but against 4 will fall. And Execration will take out at least
That's
one.
basically just math, right?
Yeah.
4-on-1, it's not going to work out.
Not gonna work out. Well, they will try to go for the turtle this time, but Execration, they do have the advantage. Superhero landing from Zico.
Just nothing but air, though.
Nothing but
Nothing but
air.
air.
Hello, but
Almost
Okay,
catching
almost.
that one out, but I think that was just a way for them to locate or try to gather information if ever there's someone right there on the left side of the turtle cave. But Onic PH, they knew that they can easily take down this tower, or the turret rather, but however, Execration trying to take down the turtle instead, but
Oh
the
my!
steal for Lunox right here. Syre again with the counter initiation, he might be able to take this one out. Wise able to take down one member of Execration. I think that was Syre.
Yeah.
And he's way too exposed right there without the Ferrago armor. It's quite squishy. However, Chaknu trying to use his Hurricane Dance, but he will cancel it out.
that
Not-
is sorry to cut you off, but I think that is one of the problems again if you go for the Kimi mid, double marksman mid. You never really want to go for Retribution on the Kimi.
Yeah.
Because you want to go for sprint, right? And there's really no Retribution carrier for Execution. That's why Wise just casually walks in there,
Yep.
Retribution up, Turtle is mine.
Yeah, not just retribution. He has so much of his kit to deal damage onto the turtle.
Yeah.
And yeah, just casually taking it. Again, Onic PH here in such a good position. In the lead, about 2,000 gold. Down here, it's Dilar defending that tower with his life. And May has to back off.
Oh, Fire even receiving so much damage from Weiss this time. The ultimate activated, and it is Mambao for Weiss. The middle blast gonna be cast, gonna hit onto one. Chaknu wanna go for initiation, will not find any, as both teams will miss their marks.
Yeah, and looking at this, Sire really needs to get his Viraga armor up because at any moment, Onic can just go in with the charge from Oh My Venus. Even they have all the utilities that they need, and the only thing that they need to do is just survive the tower hits. But on the bottom lane, May just looking for a little bit more farm. He went for a Bloodlust Axe so he can just easily join the fight whenever he wants to.
There's just 6 kills on Onic PH, but the map control is already more than enough. Although they only took down 2 turrets, I think the fact that they're overtaking the jungle of Onic PH, that's beyond the value that you can get out of the stats that you have up on your screen.
That, and I guess it's too early to say, but having 2 marksmen does well for your scaling, right?
Oh.
Every minute that this game much longer goes for Execration. And now Syre in the middle, dealing a lot of damage. Bet reaping the benefits of having them marksmen in the back line. But then again, it's a trade, 1 for 1.
Weiss, the Weiss decision. Bet, goodbye.
The burst, he patiently waited inside the brush and using his second skill just to make sure that he would, that Takimi won't be able to escape right there.
Done yet, Zapdo. We are surrounded. Goodbye.
It seems like Execration has retreated or regressed into their old Zap and Chak connection.
Zap and Chak.
And it looks like Onic PH has dictated that and taken advantage of that right here.
Yeah. And Iyakna says, okay, oldies, it's time for the new to come in.
Oh no. Oh
Go for the
no.
turtle. Oh no.
Oh no.
They will go for the turtle, and it will be the favor of Lunox this time. The turtle buff, of course, at its killing ability enhanced.
That's just perfect, right?
Yeah.
It's like peanut butter and jam. Lunox and the turtle buff.
Lunox and the turtle buff.
That's a very good combination right there. Really tasty for Onic PH. But I think they just need to pick off Zapla every single time for them to at least get that nail in the coffin. At least pull down Zapla even more.
And look at this. Onic PH, they are able to zone out Execration. And even Weiss, Lunox is not a very fast tower taker. But because of the fact that there's really no defense from Execration, Onic PH looked like they have a tower taker courtesy of the Lunox.
Yeah, and I think Onic PH here smells blood because they know that it's true. It's the marksman scaling up much better, so it's better for Onic now to take advantage and just finish it as soon as possible.
By 7 minutes, they already took down the outer turrets of Execration. Now in the inhibitors are the only ones left. Can Execration still defend? Like we said, they have a double marksman strategy that still hasn't gotten to fruition because they don't have the farm just yet.
And they're trapped inside their base.
They are.
They'll be choked out by Onic PH here, not giving any opportunity. That's one of the reasons why the double markman is not quite good. Again, because you'll be choked out. It's quite difficult for this kind of scenario that Onic PH already have a grasp when it comes to your resources.
Chaknu able to isolate Weiss. Weiss, does he have the limit? No! Taken down to the exact same point where he was able to win game number 2. But this time, Onic PH, I think they will have to retreat this time.
Yep, and retreat they will, but they're just waiting for at least one more creep wave to try to split out the Execration. May here in the top lane, but as you can see, the way Onic PH positioned themselves, just leaving the Cho to the bottom lane, because once Execration grouped up, that's this Cho can easily take down this inhibitor turrets.
Surprised to see that Onic PH, they really don't want to get ahead. They don't really let go of the grip that they have right now.
No,
No letting out, man.
They're gonna choke them out over time. They're not gonna go for these little pulses and tightening. They're just gonna let you just get knocked out.
Yeah. You know,
Sleeper hold.
there is this argument in MOBAs where the late game heroes cannot be strong in the late game if the late game does not exist. That means that either number 1, we do not go to the late game by minutes, or number 2, if you're corralled in your base.
Yes.
Even when it's 15 minutes and you cannot get out of your base, you're not farming.
Oh, yeah,
so
of
it's
course.
still the mid game for you.
Yeah, Onic PH can dictate that much
Yes.
at this point in the game. As you can see now, it's actually Dilar and Iyaknu going for this sneaky lord for free. at 9 minutes 30 seconds.
For free.
They cannot get out of their base at all. So
Only Thumbs can.
only Thumbs can, but it's quite a risk because again, this Onic PH can just run you over with this amount of magic damage this Wise can dish out. 5-1-1 and also with the magic worship, so it's way too the damage is way too up.
This is crazy, right? Execration's 10-year-old fantasy lineup is being put to sleep by Onic PH's babysitter.
Yeah.
Right? They're saying, no, you stay
Nothing.
in. You cannot leave your room. You stay.
Oh, it's not yet time. Maybe when you grow older, or maybe when you're mature, maybe when you can take yourself up already. But this time, Onic PH knocks into the middle. A very nice maneuver from the export. Is it going to be enough? Oh, look at Jack2. It's not going to be enough, however. As Onic PH, they will survive with a lot of HP still in them. The Lord knocking onto the bottom part of the map as Onic PH, they disperse. A little bit of pressure up top, a little bit in the middle, and a lot down the
revenge.
bottom. Oh,
Rage.
a very good nominal blast. If it connects onto 2. They take out the Great Shell already. And look, their damage up from Wise. They take out the Akai, and as well as they need with their turret. Only 3 remain on Execration with the Lord on their side. Onic PH, where's Wise Jr.? Wise Jr. He's taken out, but it doesn't matter. Onic PH, they might take this one. Oh no!
Oh no, there's
they
no
can't.
minions at all.
Oh, there's another Wise Jr.
Oh, there we go. There is the Wise Jr.
Yep, I think they're going to do it.
They
This is
can
it.
do it.
This is it.
It's
Ladies
over.
and gentlemen, Onic PH take in game 2 with such